And Windhorst, national NBA analyst, talking with Evan Mobley, whether he deserves the Defensive Player of the Year award. This is from the Hoops Collective.
I'm Defensive Player of the Year, whereas there's other guys out there going, I'm Defensive Player of the Year. But like, obviously, your body of work speaks for itself. It's kind of awkward to say vote for me, but that's kind of where we're at now. Like, you know, your team is 60 something wins and you've been great. Like, is it a little bit strange to say, hey, please respect my game?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. I like to let my job on the court really talk. I'm not really too much of a talkative guy, but I mean, I think I definitely deserve this award just based on what we've been talking about this whole entire interview. And my defensive prowess, I feel like it's top tier from what I put out this whole season, and I'm gonna keep doing that, and I really can't wait for the playoffs to up it even more.
So welcome in Ethan Sands, Cavs beat reporter for the Plain Dealer, cleveland.com. And Ethan, a young, modest guy, you can go ahead and say it. I deserve Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot get over the fact that we're at this point of the NBA where we're legitimately asking guys to have the conversation themselves because other players are going around either podcasts or whatever it may be, interviews or post games, and they're literally going and saying that they're the Defensive Player of the Year, and that has been what has curated a lot of their garner for the award. And Evan Mobley has been the best defensive player of this season outside of Victor Wembanyama since the beginning of the season. And we know Victor Wembanyama will not be able to be eligible to play 65 games and be eligible for the award. So I don't think that it's any question that Evan Mobley is the Defensive Player of the Year. I think the closest second is Dyson Daniels. I do not think Draymond Green is in the category of Defensive Player of the Year this season. He's been great for the Warriors. Of course, he's one of their big players. And over the stretch of March, he's been a great defender. But over the entire course of the season, it just hasn't stood out to be better than Evan Mobley. And even after the game against the Chicago Bulls, when the Cavs clinched the Eastern Conference for #1 seed, we had to have the conversation with Evan. Like, you have to sit here and tell us why you're the Defensive Player of the Year so we can go and write about it and tell the world, because that's where we're at. And Darius Garland was hyping him up, sitting next to him during that interview. But Evan Mobley for Defensive Player of the Year, and I don't think it's really close.